to the Executive Mom Show. This show is for working moms to give you a little pep in your step for your busy work week ahead. In every episode, we will cover a career topic or a question, and then we will highlight one thing that every working mom needs. These are things that I use. I'm not making money off of any of these items. These are just things that I have researched and I truly use every single day of my life, and it's really optimized, made my life better. So today's topic is, how can I be more productive as a working mom? It is tough. You're pulled in so many directions. You care about your kids, you care about your career, you care about your husband. It's just maddening. You care about yourself, hopefully. You might want to do yoga or ballet. How do you do it all, okay? So part one, which will be today, we're going to talk about doing less. It's a little bit of a follow-on from last week. If you haven't seen last week's episode, I recommend you watch it. It's about outsourcing everything that does not bring you joy. So this is a little bit of a carryover on that, more practical things. And next week's episode will be part two. How do you optimize what you actually have to do that you can't outsource? So tip number one, have less to do. Again, outsource everything, spend the money, focus on making money, not saving money. Okay, anything that doesn't bring you joy, you outsource it. So that was last week's video. Market, babysitting, homework. You might want a tutor for your kids. Highly recommend that. You don't have to argue over math problems when you know 2 + 2 is 4. Anyway, tip number two is consider doing intermittent fasting. I do intermittent fasting not for weight loss, not for autophagy. However, those are very nice side effects. Although I'm pretty sure I'm not doing autophagy because I drink a lot of items that are probably, dirty fasting. I don't care. It has been so helpful. I've been doing it for years. I'm not totally consistent, but my mornings are actually quite lovely. I have lovely mornings, believe it or not. But if I were to try to squeeze in breakfast, it would be hectic. I would have to cook breakfast. I would have to eat the breakfast. I would have to clean it up. Yes, we do have breakfast for my children. Luckily, my husband takes that job. He does the morning shift. I do the evening shift. But I do show up for my kids to wish them off to school. So we just balance each other out. I really enjoy not having to worry about breakfast. That is one stress that I don't need. And I wait to eat until I get really hungry, not starving, but hungry. I'm not hungry right now. It's really early in the morning, so that would make sense. However, I usually don't get hungry until about 11 or 12. And that's when my kids are off at school. I've already put in a good chunk of work, right? I feel really accomplished in my corporate job. And then, I'm so creative in the morning. And then once I get really hungry, that's when I take a break and I have a lovely meal. Now, one thing that I drink during this morning that brings me the most pleasure, I look forward to this every single morning, and it is calorie free. It takes me hours to drink this, hours and hours. It is a pre-workout drink. I'm not working out, but my life's kind of a workout, right? I do wake up and I'll do some yoga or ballet, and I do drink this, but first thing when I wake up, I get this. It is Alani Nu Rainbow Candy. I am drinking it now. This takes me hours. This will take me hours to drink because it's so sweet. You have to take really tiny sips, and every sip is so delicious and brings me joy. It is full of caffeine, so if you have a caffeine sensitivity, I wouldn't recommend this, but I only drink decaf coffee because I do have this, which is pretty high in caffeine. I believe it's 200 milligrams. No calories. I'm sure it's full of crap, but you know what? I've been doing this for years and I haven't noticed any negative side effects. I think they use sucralose is the sweetener, the calorie-free sweetener. I'm sure it's terrible, but you know what? I'm doing great and I look forward to this every single morning. I really enjoy that. So I will just put this up here. Rainbow Candy tastes like Skittles. That's what it tastes like. Tastes like the rainbow every single time I take a sip. It is truly, truly a lifesaver. I will also share this. I bought 2 of these because I liked them so much. I don't need to, but I just worried that they were going to discontinue it one day. So if they still make this, I did buy this on Amazon, but it is a high quality shaker. Is that what you call it? Anyway, I'm spending a lot of time on this because it's that good. It is so good. I look forward to this every day, and it takes away my hunger. That's the biggest point that I meant to make about this. Totally takes away my hunger. If I don't have this within the first hour of waking up, I do start to get hungry, but usually I wake up and have that first thing. I do drink other things in the morning, but this is the main one that takes me through to lunch. Oh, it's just so good. I'm telling you, if you need something to try, give it a try. Super good. So that was the intermittent fasting tip number 2. And again, your body will get very used to the fasting schedule and used to your feeding schedule, so that helps. Number 3, don't put things down. Put them away. Teach your kids this, okay? When you come in from your busy day, don't put your purse on the kitchen table and the backpack on the kitchen table and the water cup on the kitchen table and your socks and shoes nice and neatly by the door. That's not where they go. No, you just created another job for yourself. Now you have to go put those away later. No. When you come in, put everything where it goes right away. Okay? You have on a nice, beautiful jacket. Go hang it up in your closet. Hang it up. Put it away. If you're in a 2-story house, I have a Band-Aid for you. You can put a little basket. If you don't want to run up and down the stairs, it's good exercise. It's really good exercise, just saying. But you can put things that need to go upstairs. You can put them in a little basket and, be careful of the trips that you're taking. But put stuff away. My husband really suffers with this. So honey, if you're watching, put your sunglasses in your office drawer where they belong. Just put them away. Okay? Your headphones, put those away. Just put them away. Don't put them on the table. Extra step that you don't need. You don't have time for that. I got this tip actually from a waitress. When I was in high school, I worked at Price Street Cafe. It was my first waitressing job, and it was really, really difficult, actually. We would come in the morning, nobody would be there. And then all of a sudden, I forget what time, 8 o'clock, who knows, 9 o'clock, the whole entire restaurant would be packed. My whole section, it was a tiny, tiny cafe, but my whole entire section, which was maybe 8 tables, was all sat at once. And if you've ever been a waitress, you know that when you get slammed like that, it's so hard because everybody wants their drink at the same time. Everybody wants their food at the same time. It's easier if you can space them out. Well, that was not an option at this teeny tiny little cafe. So this waitress, her name was Mary. Mary, thank you for this. She really taught me never have your hands empty. So if you say you got an order from the table and you're walking back to the kitchen, what can you grab and take with you to the kitchen? A dirty plate, anything. Are they done with the ketchup? Take the ketchup because you're going to have to clean that up later. Take something. Your hands should never, ever be empty. Always grab things on your way to the kitchen. Then if you're coming out to check on your tables, grab the pot of coffee, right? Take it with you because someone's going to need coffee or water. You can always grab water, either one. I would swap them. Don't have your hands empty. And then your other hand, think, what can I take? A plate, something, anything. Always have your hands full. I do that same thing at my house. I am constantly, what can I take? And where can I put it away? Okay, think like a waitress. Tip, that was all within tip number 3. So, one other thing that I'll add in there to tip number 3, have your kids clean their own room. They can learn this really young. I run around my house and sing neat and tidy, neat and tidy, neat and tidy, and my kids sing it too. If they want to do anything, I ask them if their room is clean. So you have to wait till they ask you for something. Mommy, can I watch this show? Yes, honey. The answer is always yes. When your room is clean, is your room clean? And then they will go clean. They're motivated to watch whatever. So they will go clean their room. They will do anything at that moment. So cleaning the room, I really teach them, and they have learned to not make the room messy in the first place. It's just brilliant. So have your kids clean their own room. It's a good sense of responsibility that they can learn early on. Tip number 4, never wait around. I think we're pretty good at this, actually. I do see people who are multitasking, so I think that's great. But if you're ever sitting there waiting around, you're totally losing precious time. So if you have a doctor's appointment, bring your phone and do your emails. My most productive time ever is at the hair salon. It takes about 2.5 hours for me to get my hair done. It is the most productive 2.5 hours. I usually do work because I have a lot to get done. I enjoy it. It's quiet. Sometimes I know my hairdresser so well, so sometimes we'll catch up, but sometimes I'll just tell her, hey, I really have to work on this memo. I set goals for myself, like my memo has to be done by the time I'm out. So use the hair salon. Similar to if you're getting a pedicure, that is a great time to get some work done, or you can relax and just listen to an audiobook or whatever you want. But I will multitask everything. Actually multitask, no, excuse me. It's not multitasking. Multitasking doesn't work, by the way. If you think you're multitasking, you're not. I have a fun psychology game that I can play that I learned in college. I was a psychology major. Multitasking actually does not work. You're not multitasking. You are making use of the extra spare time that you have. So excuse me for saying that. All right. The last 2 tips were mentioned in the other previous episode, so I'm not going to go into detail here. Just lower your standards. If you have a baby, you're in survival mode. Lower those standards, honey. Your real job as a mom is just to love them. If you're loving them, you're winning. You're a winner if you're loving them. So don't put so much pressure on yourself. Also, lower your standards and wash your hair once a week like I do. That's one I never let go of. As soon as I had kids, washing the hair went out the window. My hair is healthier and better because I wash it less. I have a whole program I really optimize the hair washing. I wash it once a week. I make it look okay. Day 6, day 7 is like a bun, look like a ballerina, but that's okay. It's okay. Lower those standards. Don't you worry. And then the last tip I did mention also, have a no day, have a day for you. My day is Sunday. I don't do anything. I do only what I want to do. I outsource the kids. I outsource the husband. He goes to golf. I do the laundry because that brings me joy, but I do only what I want to do that day. And that gives me enough energy to survive my busy work week that is coming. And it makes me very excited. I hope this was helpful. Did I miss anything? Leave a comment below or a question, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.